What is up, everybody? Uh, I'm here to present my science fair. Um, Hope everyone's doing well and keeping safe. Just praying that God has a bigger plan for everyone in our class, and that something good can come out of this. Yeah, I've been praying for everybody a lot, and yeah, just hoping everyone doing well. Okay, so my science fair. The question that I have for my presentation is, does the color of water affect the rate of evaporation? So what that basically means is, does whatever color is in the water, does the process of when it turns from liquid into a gaseous state change? And my hypothesis was that if you heat up water with a darker color, then the water will evaporate quicker than the water that has a lighter shade or no color in it at all. For the background of my presentation, it is pretty simple actually. It's just that I will be testing the process of evaporation, which I already told you is the changing from liquid state of water to a gaseous state, which happens in the hydrologic system when we get water from the clouds coming down as rain and then goes in the ocean and then does a whole cycle where it turns it back into a gaseous state. But the thing that I'll be testing is if you heat up water and let it sit, then the water will start to evaporate at a constant rate. But with different colors in the water, can the evaporation change at a different rate? So for my experiment, it was pretty simple to do. All you had to do was get cups of water, 4 with different colors, including red, blue, green, and purple, and then 1 cup that was just filled with regular water, and you put it over an oven that is heated to 450 degrees. And once you do that, you do one at a time for safety hazards. Yes, that's why I wore my protective goggles. You do that, you put one at a time, you do it for 20 minutes and see how much of a popsicle stick has gone down in that time. So it starts at 100% and it would go down in those 20 minutes, and you'd see how much it went down by the time it was over. And I did that with each color in the clear water for 20 minutes at a time. For the experiment, the dependent variables of the experiment were Dixie cups, or just cups, not Dixie cups, food coloring, water, and popsicle sticks, and the independent variable was the color of the water each time, and the clear water obviously didn't have a color. After doing the experiment, it is, almost kind of obvious that the color of the water really has no change in the actual effects of the evaporation. The water had little to no change when in consideration with each of its different colors. The only thing that made the regular water evaporate faster than the colored water was maybe due to the fact that it's food coloring rather than normal water. These results show that water, no matter what color, will almost evaporate at the same rate. So you can basically just say that the color of the water really had no effect on the evaporation and doesn't really change it. The only thing that was different is kind of like that you put food coloring into it, which is an artificial thing, instead of just having natural water. So here's kind of the chart that I had to make for the experiment, having red, green, blue, purple, and clear water. You can see that each of them starting amount is 100%, but after 20 minutes or so, red, green, blue, and purple kind of stayed in that 90 to 92% area, while clear water was kind of down to 85 to 80%, which kind of makes sense just because of the artificiality of the food coloring. Sorry for the lighting in this whole video. I just found the lamp next to my desk, and I just turned it on. So yeah, but in conclusion, the short answer is that color of water has no effect on evaporation, but this is because water by itself has no color. Instead, only reflecting the sky, the ocean on a cloudy day will be as gray as clouds. You might make a case for any substance within the water that gives it color, algae, chemicals, etc., that might change the water's viscosity, and therefore the rate at which it evaporates. This might be the only time that you could see a change in the water's evaporation. Overall, the water's evaporation is mostly unchanging, and only one person can change that, our living God. Thank you for watching. Yeah, that's it for my science fair. Hopefully you enjoyed. Comment, like, subscribe, do all that. Link in bio. You feel. Praying for all. Love you guys.